Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Danielle Gray. I'm a transformational mindset coach and manifesting expert here on YouTube. And if you've been here before, you already knew that. And I thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending your time with me. I know how busy life can be, so if you want to spend any of that with me, I'm honored. If you're into learning how to sustainably manifest your best life by changing who you are and how you see yourself rather than relying on rituals and practices, then you want to stick around. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, and you might as well hit a bell notification button too while you're hitting buttons so that you're made aware when there's a new video available. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to manifest absolutely anything you want. I created something called the Faster Manifestation Formula that I love. It's so easy to follow, and it covers all of the bases that a lot of other manifesting teachers are not touching on. So FASTER is the acronym for figure out what you actually want, act as if you already have it, surrender to the process, take inspired action, eliminate doubt, fear, and disbelief, and regulate your nervous system. As you can imagine, this is not actually a linear process, except for the first piece, which is figure out what you actually want, because it's obviously really hard to manifest something if you're not even sure what it is that you're manifesting. But after you've figured out what you actually want, this is where the rest of the pieces become non-linear, because they are kind of a mix and match. Use them as you need them, use them all the time, make them part of who you are. Especially the last piece, regulate your nervous system. This is a key piece of the whole puzzle, and so many manifestation teachers are skipping over it, and it's something I didn't even know was important until more recently than I would care to admit. So regulating your nervous system is vital, because what we actually need to do is, as we're acting as if we already have it, as we're surrendering to the process, as we're taking that inspired action, and as we're eliminating the doubt, fear, and disbelief that's keeping us at arm's length from the thing, our nervous system is not capable of holding on to it. It's not able to accept it. Doesn't feel safe with what we're calling in, because our nervous system is obviously linked to our subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind wants to keep us safe, wants to keep us in our comfort zone, wants to keep us where it's familiar. And of course, where it's familiar is not where we want to be, because we want to be over there, and where it's comfortable is where we are right now. So some tips on regulating your nervous system are EFT tapping, which I absolutely love. There's a lot of great creators right here on YouTube. I personally love Melanie Moore and Brad Yates. You can also do breath work. My favorite breath work technique is box breathing, where you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 4 seconds, you breathe out for 4 seconds, and then you hold that for 4 seconds. Imagine you're just kind of drawing a box with your breath. It's so effective. It really does calm your nervous system down. The next really important piece of the nervous system regulation puzzle is self-talk, positive affirmation. So by repeating affirmations that are in line with whatever it is that you're bringing in and the person that you want to become, because remember, I've talked about this a lot on this channel, what you're manifesting is less about what you're doing to manifest the thing, and so much more about who you are, who you're being, and how you view yourself in the world around you. As it is your self-concept that dictates what you are available to receive. And that's why nervous system regulation work is so important, because we need to align who we are now with who we want to be. And that is through calming our nervous system, allowing ourselves to feel safe in the expansion of who we are. Who we want to become is a higher vibe version of ourselves, because we want to attract and be a magnetic frequency match to the higher vibe things that we want. Everything we want that we don't already have is a higher frequency than we're currently operating at. Money is a high vibe frequency. Luxury is a high vibe frequency. Promotions are high vibe frequencies. Entrepreneurship, successful entrepreneurship, that's a high vibe frequency, right? Because you want to be magnetizing clients to you. That is a high vibe frequency. So it requires you to move into a high vibe frequency. And the only way to do that is to regulate your nervous system, keep yourself calm. Because when our nervous system is dysregulated, we are in a sense of chaos. We are vibrating at a very low, stressed out, sometimes shameful, sometimes guilty, most of the time fearful state of being. And that is a low vibration. You cannot attract a high vibe thing from a low vibe place. So the rest of these pieces are, like I said, acting as if you already have the thing, acting as if you already are the person who has the thing. This is law of assumption summed up into one step. This is a Neville Goddard term, where we are assuming we are living in the end, now in the present. So how would you be acting if you already had the thing that you wanted? How would you be operating? How would you be carrying yourself? What are the habits you would have? What are the routines that you'd be carrying out? How would you be thinking about yourself, the work that you're doing, the bills you're paying, your bank account? When you're checking your bank account, how would you feel if you were already in the end and the amount you wanted was already in there? That's the place that you want to be living at all. And that was one of the traps that I fell into, because I was being taught that you need to act as if you already have it, but it wasn't fully explained to me what that means. It has nothing to do with actually spending money. All it has to do with is vibration. How would you feel if money was no consequence? How would you feel if you could go into the grocery store and load up your buggy with whatever you wanted, organic or not, natural or not, and not have to worry about whether it was on sale or what the price tag was or how much the bill was going to come to? One little tip I have for this, acting as if you already have it, is if you really do want to get a feeling of what it's like to spend money as you would if you already had the endless amounts that you want, this is a trick that I have employed many times and I love it, and I tell it to my clients. Go to a store where you know that you're not going to go over your budget, you're not going to blow up your finances completely. So the idea is getting into the frequency of being able to buy what you want without not needing to check to see if you can afford it. Whether that's checking price tags, checking your account, moving things around, whatever it is. So one way you can do this is by going to somewhere like the dollar store and loading up on decorations for the next season. So whether it's Halloween, Easter, Christmas, Valentine's Day, whatever it is, a summer party, whatever it is that you are celebrating, go to the dollar store and load up on all the decorations that you'd like. Because you know, even if you bought every single decoration and DIY craft item that you would need to make your own decoration, it would be hard to go over $100 at the dollar store. Right? So assuming you have that amount to spend, assuming you have a budget for this party, this occasion, this gathering, go to the dollar store and practice not looking at the price tags. So within reason, you want to be doing this in places where you know that you can afford it and that it's not going to hurt you in any way, shape, or form by trying this exercise out, right? But it's more than just spending money. This is so much more about who you're being and how you feel, and really just thinking about, how would I be talking about myself? How would I be speaking about my business? How would I be speaking about my job? How would I be speaking about my partner if I was already in a loving relationship? How would I be speaking about my vehicle if it was already my dream vehicle? How would I be keeping my house if I was already in my dream home? Right? Would I be cleaning it regularly, or would I let the dust bunnies pile up in the corners, right? Probably you would keep it clean. So this is about acting as if you already have the thing and treating the versions of that you already have as closely as you can to the thing that you want. Because I say this all the time too. You've probably even heard me say it in a previous video. We are all already living our dream reality, but only to the degree that we're allowing it in. So really take some time to notice where and how you are already living your dream reality, how close you are. And then the next piece of the puzzle is, like I said, surrender to the process. This is about allowing it to unfold the way that it needs to. This is why the other steps of this faster manifestation formula are so important, because it allows you to more easily surrender to the process. And acting as if you already have it makes the surrender process easier. And regulating your nervous system makes the surrender process easier. And taking inspired action makes the surrender process easier. And the eliminating doubt, fear, and disbelief, that's limiting beliefs, that's negative self-talk, that's doubts that you can do it, or that it's possible, or that it's coming. All of these pieces together make the manifestation process so much easier because they're working in tandem. Taking inspired action, again, is making sure that you are following through on the things that you know need to get done in order to move the needle. So for example, obviously, I'm an entrepreneur. So if I have a goal that I want to reach, if I have an income goal or a number of clients I want to help, or even a video I want to make, I need to make sure I'm taking the inspired action to create the videos and create the content and the value that I can put out into the world that will then magnetize to me my ideal clients, my people who need what I have to say. So that includes figuring out what kind of video I want to make, and then sitting down and actually making the video and then posting it and putting the right tags on it, the right keywords, the right hashtags, so that it's found by the right people. And I can't just sit around eating Cheetos and watching Netflix hoping that clients are going to come knocking on my door wanting to work with me. I have to put out some energy first to be able to receive energy back. And I put out high vibe energy because I want to attract high vibe things back into my reality, not just clients, but experiences and relationships and love and all of those things. And then eliminating doubt, fear, and disbelief is so important because there is so much negative self-talk going on. We have been programmed our entire lives to think negative things, to focus on negative things. The news literally is wired to teach us negative things. There's a law of attraction teacher, Dr. Joe Vitale, who famously went to school to be a journalist. And when he got to school when he got to work, and he kept being given these assignments where he had to report on negative circumstances and kind of doomsday type stuff. And he was like, well, what do I want to do that for? And you know, his boss was basically saying, well, that's what people want to read. That's what sells, is drama. And he thought, forget it. I don't want to be involved in this then, because I can't feed the beast that way. We have enough negative things going on in our minds. Our subconscious mind is programmed to think about worst case scenario. And a lot of the people around us in our real life, in our 3D reality, are also still programmed, plugged in, you know, repeating negative things and venting and spending time worrying about worst case scenarios that will never happen, instead of getting up and taking the action to make a difference. Especially if you don't want the negative outcome, then get to work, take the inspired action to shift your reality. Understand that you have so much more power over what happens in your life than you realize. Take the actions to change your circumstances. Now, eliminating doubt, fear, and disbelief is probably one of the most difficult pieces of the puzzle, because it requires a lot of bandwidth. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something that we need to continuously be looking at. And every new thing we want to manifest, every new level we hit, every new version of ourselves we become, different levels of doubt, fear, and disbelief creep in, right? Different levels of imposter syndrome, different levels of limiting beliefs. So that's why self-concept work is so important. And this is exactly why I have down below in the description box, you can get an effortless attraction subliminal audio that I made just for you to help you reprogram your mind, reprogram your self-concept to believe in your effortless abundance, to believe in your inherent and innate ability to manifest anything that you want, to increase your magnetism and change your self-concept on a subconscious level so that you can attract everything that you want. There's even a really nice hypnotic induction at the beginning to ensure that your subconscious mind, your nervous system, and all other parts of you are on board with letting these new affirmations integrate into your subconscious. You can get that in the description box below and also in the first pinned comment. I hope that you use it. I hope that you love it. And I hope that you come back to let me know how it goes. If you have any questions about the Faster Manifestation Formula, please let me know. And if you would like to dive deeper into the Faster Manifestation Formula, I have a membership called the Lucky Girl Collective, where we are working through each step of the process, reprogramming your self-concept so that you can step into your Lucky Girl era and manifest everything that you want faster than you've ever thought possible. I hope to see you inside. Until next time, happy manifesting.